And prayer we must this very evening and always going forward. And I will pray in the language of heaven, because Chukwukika is in control of all that we have been doing and will continue to do until Biafra is restored and all the suffering indigenous populations and the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ ihe niile Chukwukika bụ onye na-efewe n'aja aha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla na ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị na ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ebede ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro. Iwe nye anyị ndụ n'ala nke dị n'uwe n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọ bụ naanị aka ike niile na ọ gbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma anyị ga-ekele gị, nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee eziokwu mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwụ na Chineke na ihe n'ikpuru anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwụ na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe. Agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbọgba ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwụ na Chineke na ihere bụ nke ndị dị etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-eto gị, wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke na nke pụrụ m ihe niile, onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na ọtụtụ na-eja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise.
Welcome, my amazing viewers. Thank you so much for joining me on my program once again. I appreciate you wherever you are connecting from. If you are joining me from Africa, Asia, Europe, America, Australia, or Canada, wherever you are joining me from, I thank you very much for your contribution on my channel. Please, each time you watch my channel, share the video to all platforms. Share it to family and friends. Share it to everybody that matters. Let them hear our own side of the story. Let them hear our own opinion and know the truth about the situation in the country called Nigeria. And each time you finish watching the video, go to the comment section. Please put down your comment, make your contributions the best way you know you can do it. You can criticize if you so desire. Do it constructively so that we can learn from one another. That is why we are here. We learn from each other. Nobody knows this all, but we are saying it the way it is, setting the record straight. We don't try to be politically correct over here. We do the right thing at the right time. Say it exactly as it comes. That is what we do here. Please, if you have not subscribed, go to the subscription section this time around. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time I upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Thank you so much, and remember, today we are here once again to talk about the situation of the contraption called Nigeria, the intimidation, the killing, and the subjugation of the indigenous tribe in the contraption called Nigeria. That is why we are here. Speaking up for those who have been oppressed, more especially the Biafrans. We are being oppressed. We are being suppressed. Everything that we hold dear to our heart is being taken away from us. Most importantly, our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the only mouthpiece we have in the southeastern region, the old southeastern region, has been taken away from us, and today he is in the hand of the enemy. He was kidnapped from Kenya by Kenyan government and Nigerian government and sent to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition, and today he is in DSS. We are fighting so hard to let the world know what is going on in that country called Nigeria, and let the world speak up and ask for the immediate release of our son Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not committed any offense. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not killed anybody, neither has he done anything wrong. He traveled to Kenya with his British passport, traveled legally. He had his entry, he had his outing in Kenya, but they decided to kidnap him through the connivance of the Nigerian government and sent him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition, which is against human rights, against international law. And today, they are trying to arraign our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in their court on 21st, being Thursday. That is why we are coming up to speak up about the real situation. As you all know, every charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the past we are all null and void. None of them hold water, and none of them could stand. That was why they were so scared to allow him to come to court to defend himself. Instead of allowing him to come to court to defend himself, They sent their military to go to his home to kill him. They sent military to the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to kill him while he was getting ready to come to the court to answer for the case. Today, what you hear in the conventional media is that he jumped bail. Our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has never jumped bail at any point in time. He never jumped bail. He was getting ready to come to court and answer the case that was brought against him. But they couldn't be able to be patient to see him disgrace them. What they did was to send military to his home. The videos are everywhere. The videos are everywhere. If you have not watched the video, I'm going to show you a short clip of the video to remind you of where we are coming from. That is what transpired.
You can hear shots. This is stuff going on in the home of This is happening now in the home of the leader of the Justice Professor. The Nigerian army is here. They are here now. Come and say, look at Enu. Can get that tank? You can hear the sound going on. The Nigerian army is here. Shooting. They are here shooting at the home of the leader of the Justice of Biafra. Mebuza. How's the video? Sorry, here back. Okay. The Nigerian army now shooting now in the home of the leader of the Justice of Biafra. You can hear shots being fired. They are shooting aimlessly. They are shooting and killing our people. Sir. I'm live. I don't know, there are many. Yes. You can hear shots. This is happening now in the home of the leader of the Justice of Biafra. The Nigerian army are shooting our people. You can hear this. They are already in the home of the leader of the Justice of Biafra. They are shooting. They are at his gates, firing weapons.
That is the situation. In that very operation you saw there, about 28 men were killed in the home of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. His dog, Jack, was killed. And in the process, the father and mother of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu lost their life because of the trauma of what just so happened. Up to today, as I'm speaking to you, nobody has been held accountable of what happened. Nobody has been held accountable of what happened. The lawyer have filed a suit in the law court. The suit has not been heard. The federal government have not responded to it. Up to date, as I'm speaking to you, this same thing that they did to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was what they did to Sunday Igboho. They went to the home of Sunday Igboho simply because Sunday Igboho was asking for self-determination, the right for Yorubas to air their opinion and choose where they belong. They went to the home of Sunday Igboho to kill him. They didn't invite him for any interrogation. They never issued any arrest on him. They never invited him. They went to his house just to kill him. When they got to the house, they couldn't succeed. They killed 2 people in his home. After killing 2 people in his home, they came out now to issue a warrant arrest on Sunday Igboho. Sunday Igboho ran for his life. He escaped for his life. He went to Benin Republic. They chased him up to the Benin Republic, and I'm speaking to you today. Sunday Igboho is still in Benin Republic in captivity, in detention. Sunday Igboho fell ill in captivity. That now I heard that he has a kidney problem, and he's crying for medical treatment over there. After much pressure, I learned that they have allowed him to have a medical treatment, which we are not yet sure because we have not seen any video effect to that. I pray that they allow Sunday Igboho to take his medical care. This is the situation of the country called Nigeria. Every activity in that very country called Nigeria is in trouble. They are all caged. Look at Omoyore Sowore. Omoyore Sowore, who is using political means to fight his own cause. Today, he's been held captive in Abuja. He cannot step out of Abuja. They have tried to shoot him several times. They tried so many times to arrest him, so many times. Finally, they caged him in Abuja. He cannot move out of Abuja. That is the situation. This is what everybody is suffering. But the most interesting part that we are facing this week that we must speak about is the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya to Nigeria. And they are trying to arraign him on 21st of this month, being on Thursday, to continue the case. The previous case, as you all know, are all dead. Every charges against are all dead. Today, they are bringing new charges against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. I saw over the news where they were saying that new charges have been brought on our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, charges of terrorism and all manner of nonsense. Charges that doesn't hold water. But it is interesting to know that before you can ever try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu for anything at all, first of all, Nigerian government had to be tried for the extraordinary rendition against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, the kidnap and torture that they have done Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You cannot commit an offense in order to correct another offense. First of all, Nigeria has to go on trial before you have to talk of trying our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why on the 21st, as we are waiting, no trial against our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. What we are going to face is a trial against Nigeria. Nigeria kidnapped our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They have done it before. They have done it again. They kidnapped our Mazi, damning all consequence because of our desperation. The only man who is speaking up for every indigenous tribe in the country called Nigeria, speaking out and shouting on top of his voice, telling the world what is happening, updating the world on daily basis. And the Janjaweed become so uncomfortable. They become so scared. They couldn't wait. They couldn't be patient. They even allowed him to come to court. They went and kidnapped him all the way from Kenya in connivance with Kenyan government and sent him to Nigeria through extraordinary rendition, damning all consequence. And today, they are not even ashamed. They are talking about arraigning Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on 21st. I pray by the grace of Chuks that on the 21st, that our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, we will see him in the court. But from every indication, there is no case against our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The only people that need to be tried on 21st is the Janjaweed, the government of Nigeria. They are the ones that are going to be put on trial on 21st. That is why I am saying it is possible that they will not bring our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to court. But either they bring him to court or they don't bring him to court. What we are asking for is the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. And that is why the whole Biafrans are airing their opinion, standing up from all corners and doing their sit at home the best way they can. Tightening up the sit at home the more. You can see the sit at home of yesterday being Monday. I said it, that it was supposed to be the greatest sit at home we have ever seen. And from every indication, yesterday was a milestone. Go and look the videos that came out from the yesterday's sit at home. Everywhere was locked down, total lockdown. Even the police station was locked. That is to show you the power of the people. When you, that's why I became so, I feel so ashamed when I see people who claim to be fighting for freedom, who claim to be fighting for Biafrans, who claim to be fighting along with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, demonizing the sit at home that people are holding on their own. I feel so ashamed of those people. I don't know what they call themselves. It doesn't matter the title they give to themselves. Talking down on the people who on their own doing something that is affecting the government. You can see the sit at home, even police stations were locked. Watch this video.
Police station IMT kunu na ahụ ugbu a nya bụ ndị uwe ojii jiri ihe dịka igwe gbachie ọnụ ụzọ esi aba na police station ha. Otu a ka anyị si ahụ ya kwa Monday. A na-agbachikọ ndị uwe ojii a na-agbachikwu. Ọ dị mma. Ọ ka bụkwa na BBC News Igbo kunu na-esonye anyị n'ụtụtụ tata. Anyị na-egosi unu ka Enugu si wee dị. Anya ọ bụ na ị na-eso anyị ka mgbe anyị bidoro gagharịwa ịhụ na ọ ga-adị ka a ga-asị na anọtụ nwantịntị obi akawa ndị mmadụ ọ kachasị ndị na.
That is how serious the sit at home yesterday was. Everywhere was locked. All banks were shut down. Government offices were shut down. Not just private people. That is the strength of the people. And the people are speaking in a loud voice. The unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the only thing that's going to restore peace in the Southeast and peace in Nigeria as a whole. If they refuse to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally, Nigeria will burn down. We are talking about the economy of Southeast. The economy of Nigeria will go down, the drain. Nigeria will be set on fire. If they refuse to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, it is not a threat. It is going to happen before your own very eyes. It has started happening already. You can see the news coming from east, west, north, and south, right, left, and center. That is the situation. Anybody that is any well-meaning person in that country called Nigeria, you call yourself elite, you call yourself a political elite, you call yourself a reverend father, you call yourself whatever you call yourself, whatever religion you belong into, and you say you care about the people of the country called Nigeria, go and ask for the immediate and unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is the only thing that can make Nigeria survive. That is the only thing that can make the Southeast recover. That is the only thing. Apart from that, Nigeria is dead and gone. Can never come back again. We are only trying to rescue lives in that very country called Nigeria so that they can go back to their zone and survive. And the only way to rescue life in the country called Nigeria is the automatic and immediate release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you refuse, wait for it. Wait for what is about to come. And I for those who are trying to play politics with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, who are trying to use the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, those who are trying to use the politics, you will pay with your own life. You are risking with your own life. I saw a video of their so-called governorship aspirant, Ifeanyi Ubah, or whoever he called himself, went to the court to obtain a paper. He said he wants to go and see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in the court. What a laughable move.
I know now. Did you notify?
Okay. We don't know why.
Yeah, just rush from there. 10 minutes to 5
After I tried to go to places to mention, see them, and I was asked to come to court. That's the only reason for me to mention as a senator of the Republic of Nigeria, the Southeast zone. I think the case on me to seek a way how I can see him and then get some information regarding the situation and know how we can be of assistance. This is what I report to. Just finish Yes, I want to talk here. The most important thing is that at this particular point, we are working for the yes, I have to seek for this problem. We have to have access to them. Is this happening as another benefit now? Yeah, I just filed, yeah. Yeah, we are proposing this procedure. The Senate, we are also in the Senate focus is doing something on that. And then I am also championing that approach as a senator representing from the Southeast Union.
Can you say this is a means to boost your ambition to be governor of Nigeria?
I have been doing this before. I have been doing this
What a laughable move. Our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu do not want to see Ifeanyi back. What our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu want to see is the unconditional release of his, and again, speaking up for the Biafran people. He doesn't want to see Ifeanyi back. What are you going there to do? That is why I say you cannot trust all these politicians. They are a bunch of cowards and idiots. Anything they are doing is for their own self-interest. He was driven away from Lagos State, where he went to convince the Biafrans. He was rejected in Anambra State. Now he is going to play another politics with Mazi Nnamdi Kanu that he want to go and see him. See him for what? Why do you want to go and see him? Your seeing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has no meaning. What we want is the unconditional release of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. You see their so-called governors, when they enter, these politicians, you saw last time when they came together, they all came together and said they were going to form a committee on the issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Up to today, we have not had them come together to go and see him. We have not had them go to court to obtain paper to go and see him. All of a sudden, we wake up and hear that Ifeanyi single-handedly is going to see Mazi Nnamdi Kanu just to promote his evil agenda. Biafrans are not stupid. We are not stupid. You can't. There's no way you can play on Biafran. Time gone are those days when you play your pranks, you play your games, and you play with all manner of things to convince the Biafrans. Today, the spirit of Biafra is in charge. You can go and pay the highest person in IPOB. Go and pay all members of IPOB. Yet, Biafrans are standing on their own. Autopilot. Every single Biafran knows what to do at the right time and when to do it. Every single Biafran have ate the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, and they are breathing the breath of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It doesn't matter the pranks you play, it doesn't matter the gamble you play, you can never change the heart of the Biafrans. The sit at home will continue. It will be tightened more and more, and there will be no election in Anambra State. There will be no election in Anambra. If you are going to visit our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu because of election, you have failed on arrival. You have failed. Nobody can change it. The spirit of Biafra have spoken. Our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu doesn't just utter a statement. Before he makes a statement, Chuks have ordered him to make that statement. And our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu made a statement to us and told us that there will be no election in Anambra State. That is where we stand. So going to our leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will not change anything. It doesn't matter the message you bring from there. It cannot change anything. There will be no election in Anambra State. That political move you are making has failed. It has failed. You better think of something else. You better begin to think about something else. Planning to go and see our that cannot change anything. There will be no election in Anambra State. Biafrans have spoken, and Chuks have signed it. So shall it be. This is the game they have been playing from the onset up to this day, and we cannot continue to dance to this game. We cannot continue to dance to their tone. We will continue to say that which is right and continue to pursue that agenda which will benefit every single Biafran, everybody living in the old Southeastern region. The only thing that can restore peace in the Southeast and restore Nigeria, those idiots who call themselves, that can restore whatever you are thinking about in that one Nigeria, to grant people the opportunity to live their life, is the release of our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. If you do not release our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, wait for it. You are going to get things that are worse. Worse things are going to happen. Worse things are going to happen. Worse things. Things unimaginable are going to happen. It doesn't matter what you think. It doesn't matter how the propaganda you push forward. Our Supreme Leader Mazi Nnamdi Kanu must be released unconditionally. That is the only condition that you have. The only condition you have. The court case that is coming on the 21st. We are waiting. It doesn't matter. The Janjaweed already have their plan, what they want to do. Chuks on his own side has his plan, what he wants to do for Biafra. So we are hoping on the plan of the Chuks. Let for the Janjaweed, we know they might not bring him to court. It is possible they might not bring him to court, but Chuks on his side is making a plan for you and I who are Biafrans. Every indigenous person in that country called Nigeria fighting genuinely for people who have been oppressed. Chuks have a plan for us. He has a plan for the Biafran. He has a plan for the Duduans. He has a plan for the Middle Belters. And we are standing on the promise of Chuks that it must surely be well with us. It doesn't matter what they do. It doesn't matter what they say. We will continue. We will move until we get to Biafra land. for those of you who are still there, please watch the messages of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, old and new messages. None of his message is even old. Every message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is new every morning. If you have not watched, watch every of his messages and pay attention. There is always an information in every message you hear from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. That is why I end my messages every time with the message of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in most of his previous broadcasts. Listen carefully, you will get a hint on where we are going, where we are supposed to go, on what we are fighting for. Let us listen to Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, His Excellency.
Years ago, I told you that I was at a meeting with the UN officials in Geneva. And one of them said to me, it is not that we don't talk about Biafra or want our member states or nations to understand what is going on in the land of Biafra. But as soon as we mention the word Biafra, they all get up and walk away from the room. I announced it here live on this very platform, Radio Biafra. Some of you didn't actually absorb it. Some of you don't know the obstacle that Biafra is facing. You think Biafra is easy to get. No, it is not. No, not at all. The enemies we have outside is uncountable, not because we have done anything wrong, but because Britain realized that with Biafra existing as a free nation, that every black person around the world will become free. They understand that. It's just like when you go to a stream and you don't want people to drink the water coming from that very stream. You go to the source of the water, you pollute it. Because if you come downstream and you pollute it, people can still go to the middle or even to the front to go and fetch clean water. So if you don't want people to drink from a particular stream, you pollute it from the source. They know that the source of freedom for black people, both those in North America, those in South America, those even in Papua New Guinea, those everywhere around the world, they know that Biafra is the key. A free Biafra means that black people all over the world will become free. That was why I said that Biafra is the last miracle. I want you to understand this. All of these obstacles cannot stop us from getting Biafra. It cannot. Instead, it emboldens us. Because the more difficult the process of emancipation, the more enjoyable the outcome when finally freedom comes. If we don't do something, I'm telling everybody, both those in the Middle Belt, those in Yoruba land, go and write down everything I have said in the past. Try and, compare it to what is happening now. You see that we have always been right. If we do not act now, we will become more fragmented. They will conquer us and extinguish us from the face of the earth. As I told you, the Hausa race no longer exists, only by language. Hausa people have nothing now as we speak. They have nothing, only their language. Hausa people no longer have any discernible political system. They have no hold over their future or their lives. They can answer Malam all they like, but their traditional rulers forever and ever will remain an emir. And an emir is a Fulani. In other words, apart from the language, it has now dawned on them. That is why Fulani have now taken to the front seat. And you cannot hear Hausa people even complaining. They know they are finished. They know they are gone. How did they succeed in doing this? Even before the white man came, the Fulani succeeded in dividing the Hausa peasants from their kings, deceived them, took Sokoto from them, and the rest of Hausa land. The only place they couldn't take is present-day Borno, and you can see how they're fighting tooth and nail to take it. Canon Borno said no. And they are fighting. And they are free, of course, to a limited extent. That is what we all need to do. Therefore, anybody who comes to you to preach one Nigeria, you must go back to educate that very fool. I keep saying it. Anybody who believes in one Nigeria, cannot be regarded as an educated person. For the very simple reason, I wrote this a few days ago. You cannot claim to be equal to a white man. A white man can come to Africa to create a country for you, black people in Africa, which means that all of you are incapable of creating a country for yourselves. That is what it means. You have surrendered your future to them. That's number one, for those who believe in one Nigeria. Number two, if you have any self-worth, any self-respect, any regard for human dignity, there is no way you will allow somebody to come all the way from Europe to build a country for you in Africa. I'll give you a very simple example. There is a place called India. I'm sure that some of you know that India used to be comprised of, I think it's Bangladesh, India itself, Pakistan, Kashmir, and is it Bengal? But this is how human beings reason. And the selfishness you have in the Nigerian political system today did not start today. It started from Azikiwe, Awolowo, and Balewa, or should I say Bello? It didn't start today. Why do I say selfishness? Because in India, where you people, or should I say leaders that loved their people, what did they do? What did they do, I ask you? Upon Britain leaving India, they came together and said, we are not compatible. India, you are predominantly Hindu people. We in Pakistan, we are predominantly Muslims. There is no way we can coexist in the same country. So they sat down and decided partition upon independence. Any sensible being, which we thought that Dr. Zikiwe was, should have realized, because the Sadwana of Sokoto told him, Ahmadu Bello told him that we are incompatible. Awolowo said the same thing, that Nigeria is a contraption. You cannot force people to be that. They all knew that Nigeria was unworkable in 1957, 58, 59, 19. They all knew. Exactly with what is happening today, despite knowing that Nigeria was unworkable, because they are going to answer President, the Prime Minister. They will have beautiful houses in Ikoyi, in VI. They will be lording it over other people. They decided, out of expediency, to go for the rubbish that Britain created for them. And today, is India doing well? Pakistan, that is now offering to come and help the zoo to fight insurgency. I hope all of you can understand all of this. I hope you're following what I'm saying. Because in Africa, you people are not human beings. The white people, they see you, or should I say, they see you as animals. Forget all the pretense. Africa, you're part of Commonwealth. You are not. They don't have any regard for you. Do you know why? Because they created you. They made you who you are. If as a man or a woman, you're grown up, you're intelligent enough, you cannot build a country for yourself, you have to wait for a European to come all the way from Europe to build countries for you in Africa, that means you're an idiot. There is no difference between animal. Absolutely no difference. Salt. I'm just trying to put yourself in, say, in those who are reasonable or something. Do you think the man from Africa, Europe, you can go to Germany, a country for them? Can you do it? Yes, no. Cannot do it. Then why allow them to come to Africa to create a country for you? After creating this country for you, half of Yoruba land is in Benin Republic. The other half is in Nigeria. One is French, one is English. And people don't feel ashamed of themselves. There is no pride. There is no shame. People are not ashamed of themselves. We are Africans and we are black people for that matter. So by nature, we are ethnocentric. We are very tribal by nature. We are not Europeans. And people may wonder, why am I saying this? Because in Europe, they don't have a village in Europe. Somebody can be bound to Trafalgar Square if you ask him from London. And after a while, they might migrate to New Zealand or to Australia, living that they have no root. They don't think that Britain has been trying to destroy in Africa for very centuries. You people don't understand it. The fact that we have a village we go back to. If you ask us where we are from, if we are born in New York, say, oh, we are from Umunede. Oh, from Abo. No matter where you are born. That is why we migrate wild beasts every Christmas back home. Because a basic African or woman, ethnocentric, you must be the tribe you come from. Nobody can change that. It's in our bones. Why am I saying all of this? To understand that the reason why not just Nigeria, the whole of Africa is poor, is because we did not do our future. The people that they put down independence, flag independence, is because no state in Africa is independent. South Africa. People that they put in power are behaving just like Dave Umahi, Wike, and Obiana and Ibaz. Exactly the same. There's no difference. Because of what you can gain. And Ibazo must know that we have his contacts in Australia. Ibazo wants to go to Australia to go and buy houses and relocate his family. We are waiting for him. We know, and we'll get to that later on. What am I trying to point out to you is that once you allow your future to be determined by those who understand who you are, the reason you finished. Why Africa can never develop. Never. It's not that they are coming and taking away our resources. That is by the way. The key thing is the way we. Our brain is the way. Can you tell me that somebody went to university, well versed, eloquent, erudite, and that come out to offer what they may seem as a credible defense Nigeria? And I keep asking them, on what are you defending Nigeria? Did your ancestors create Nigeria? Is Nigeria homogeneous in terms of value system, in terms of even education, in terms of religion, in terms of culture, in terms of what? Tell me what should make Nigeria great one day. What is it? Oh, perhaps terrorism. I forgot. In order to ensure, please, I hope that people are not, I'm lecturing this evening. I hope people are not going to get tired because I want to teach. This is very important. Britain crafted, or should I say set up, what they call the Willing Commission to discuss or look at the plight of the minorities in the East, not in the West, not in the North, because they understand. I'm just trying to let you understand how far they want to destroy us. It was cleverly planned. Then understood that the fall. Britain, the Willing Commission. The remit of is to look at how are treating Efik people in job in the East. That was right. Nothing in the West, nothing in the North. Yeah. We are the minority. In the North, over 200 and ethnic groups in the 200, over 200. Even it's not just Fulani and Hausa that is. There are other. Britain did not commission to night of the Bachama people, the Biras and all that. No. Despite the fact that Fulani aimed on them, no, Britain did not say, no, of course. There was no minority commission. Britain came to the South, tells, oh, you are from Ibibio, you are from Efik, you are from Ejo, you are different from Igbo. That's all, that was what they, because realized that if these people can forget their differences were not because we are all Igbo people are kept. That is why you know that miraculous. Chuks a wonderful God. I don't know. He code. This Biafra thing is like a code. One day you discover, the next day you discover, until we discover the codes. Not be free. What am I talking about? You know that funny enough. All days that they create and they called it South. In all of them, there are indigenous Igbo people in all of them, including Bayelsa. There are Igbo people everywhere. There are Igbo people. I don't mean those trade Calabar or in Oron or in Eket or in Ekotep. No. I said indigenous. They are part and parcel of Benue State, part and parcel of Kogi State, part and parcel of Edo State, part and parcel of every state. The so-called South. Oh, there are Igbo people everywhere. If you look at the map that they claim today are Igbo people of the 5 states, you see it's very, very tiny and very small. That is to intimidate you into submission. Any day you rise up to ask for Igbo people in Benue State, they complain. Igbo people in Kogi, they complain. Today they held a Ohaneze and Igbo meeting, should I say election, to elect a new Ohaneze president, which is why the election is illegal. It is illegal, and I'll tell you why it's illegal. Igbo people in Benue did not vote. Igbo people in Kogi did not vote. Igbo people in Cross River did not vote. Igbo people in Akwa Ibom did not vote. Igbo people in Bayelsa did not vote. Are you listening to me? Igbo people in Edo, Iwanke did not vote, Haneze, but they're all Igbo people. Now tell me where Obiozo will derive his legitimacy from. I am touching on all these things so that you can understand that the way you reason, your process, your thought process, and the way you reason is what makes you a human being. How can you have Ohaneze and Igbo holding elections in Owerri, whereas Igbo people in Benue are not there? So what you're saying, those of you gathered in Owerri, is that those in Benue are not you. We can dash them to Fulani Janjaweed. And do you know that those in Benue, they are called Northern Nigerians? Igbo people in Benue are Northerners. Are you aware of that? Igbo people in Kogi are called Northerners. Are you aware of that? Due to reason, please. Reason only can get us this mess that we are in. Britain's willing commission to divide us in the East, and they did. Our failure to realize that we are people is why we're suffering today. Of course, I admit, and let's also apologize to live on air to people of EFIC. Nnamdi Azikiwe removed Dr. Eyoeta as the head of government business in Enugu when they kicked him out of Ibadan, Yoruba land. Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe single-handedly sowed the seeds for division in the East by removing Eyoeta. And this evening, I apologize on behalf of IPOB, on behalf of every, conscionable Easterner, that what Zeke did was absolutely horrendous. It is awful, it is bad. Eyoeta was doing very, very well. Dr. Ekpo married Margaret Ekpo from Anambra State. Some of you don't know that. Margaret Ekpo International Airport in Calabar is actually an Anambra woman. Some of you don't know that. She's an Igbo woman, of course. Some of you don't know, but we're letting you know tonight that we are one people. We intermarried. In CBD came from that axis, Arochukwu, Abreba, Ejagam. We are one people. But Britain came and said that we are not the same people. And you see where we are. I'm from Cross River. I'm from Akwa Ibom. But in the north, they say they are from the north. That's what they tell you. We are from north. They even usurped Middle Belt. Something to do with Fulani heritage. They took everything over. Say we are not. When they tried to form a group to the interest of the Middle Belt, they started complaining. No, north. Petty village, they're dividing you. I'm from Imo. I'm from Imo. The more you play very ridiculous game, more the advanced cause. Very, very important. None of those at Enugu then realized the damage Eyoeta's removal by Dr. Azikiwe would have caused in furtherance of the British agenda to divide and destroy us from within. I have apologized to the EFIC nation, and I shall do so again. We are sorry for the mistakes and division caused by the politics of Dr. Azikiwe, the division that they brought to our land. We apologize. We are one people. And I have treated this very topic before, but it's very simple. If you say that we are not all one people, go and Google it now. Go to your Google and search for EFIC. They will tell you the relatives. Ibibio and Igbo. They are all related. You search for Ibibio, they will tell you Ibibio is Igbo. You search for Anang, they will tell you that Anang is related to Ibibio, and Ibibio is related to Igbo. You go to Ejo, you do the same thing in Ejo, they will tell you that Ejo is related to Igbo. You go to Lower Benue, Idomaland, you ask them, they will tell you they are related to Igbo. They have 4 market days. You go to Ubiaja, which is the Eshan, it is the same thing. 4 market days. We are all one people. But because they planted people to divide us, agents of destruction, you call them governors, you call them House of Rep members, you call them senators, because they planted them in our midst, they empowered them, they use Yoruba media to show them up. That is why we're in the mess we're in today. In actual fact, we are all one people. I said, don't take my word for it. Simply go to Google and Google Ejo. You see their relatives that we see Igbo there. Who is your relative? Is it not somebody who you're close by blood? Is it not? We launched ESN. One of the strongest sectors we have is Bayelsa. The people who those from say, oh, we want our regional security. But the West did theirs, the Iwan. When there's only one, is only in our land. After launching Eastern Security Network, one idiot from somewhere in Bayelsa or from River State said, oh, we want our own for a nation. It's either inferiority complex or these people are acting a script written by their Fulani Janjaweed masters. I want you to understand it very clearly. Now, there is nothing that these guys have ever done which some understand, but I will tell you tonight. And we and our Duduwa people, we have a very great understanding. They know I have a lot of respect for them and regard for their history and what they have managed to accomplish. But there is one aspect of Yoruba people that you cannot reform. They are journalists, they are media. They are horrible. You know me, I speak the truth. Ordinary Yoruba person is great, is good these days. But their media, their media is absolutely horrendous. And it is because they are Yoruba analysts are Fulani. Or should I say, trying to protect their interest because they know that 2023, in every likelihood, they may rig Tinubu into office. But I want to remind them of this, please. Very, very important. Because anytime Yoruba newspaper writes at IPOB or Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, my humble self, they will say proscribed, proscribed, proscribed. In other words, some people feel that they have to gain from Nigeria.
After hearing from Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, I must tell you, I am energized, I am strengthened, I am stronger more than ever, and I see more reason to continue to fight. And I see more reason to believe that Biafra is very, very close. Very close. It is here already. We are only waiting for a time when our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out with the flag of Biafra lifted high, and we will hold our chest and sing the national anthem of Biafra together with our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. No man born of a woman can stop freedom from coming. No man born of a woman can stop the freedom of our Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. It is coming like the flame of fire. No man can stand before it. No man can hinder it. It doesn't matter whom you are. It doesn't matter how rich you are. It doesn't matter how connected you are. Our Supreme Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has an order. He has an order given to him by Chuks. Chuks gave him an assignment, gave him a mantle, and he is going to complete that assignment without any disruption. It doesn't matter what you say. They will kill us. We will kill them. At the end of the day, Biafra is here. Oduduwa is here. The Middle Belters are free. Every indigenous tribe in the contraption called Nigeria should be free. Thank you so much for watching wherever you are watching from. And remember, bye-bye. See you again on the next video.